So after my Scarlet Monastery video, my buddy Sean Boyle said, go do Maraudon. Trust me. And he knows about Transmog. I asked him for a map, and this is what he gave me. Funny thing is, it's actually a good map. Like it tells you everything you need to know. Hey there guys, this is Reckles with WTBGold, and today we are continuing our top 10 list, talking about number 8, which is Maraudon. And this dungeon is where the numbers, like the first two, number 10 and number 9, you watch those videos and you're like, oh, that's good. That's really good gold per hour. You watch this one and you're like, oh, the numbers are starting to get stupid. The averages per lap for this dungeon are 26.5 thousand and 29,000. That's crazy, but there's good reason. This dungeon is so long. So let's get into the basics. Maraudon is located in Desolace. In order to get there, my favorite way is, of course, you're farming this on a druid because druids are the best farming spec for transmog. So you just dreamwalk to take the Fairless portal and then just fly north through like the 3-pixel trees. And then the dungeon is on the west-hand side of Desolace. There's also there's an Alliance and Horde camp right nearby if you need to vendor stuff in between laps and you don't have a mammoth. But get a mammoth. So before you go and call clickbait on the numbers here, this Transmog Top 10, if you're new to it, we did 1,500 runs, every dungeon in WoW tested from vanilla through Warlords of Draenor. We took an average gold per lap, and then we took a median gold per lap. If you don't know the difference between mean and median, a median is like if you have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 10,000, the median is going to be 3. That like describes the group better, but the average is going to be 2,000 something. The mean can get skewed up really high by like the super rare drops. So that's why I looked at both of them. I mean, getting the super rare drops is important in transmog farming, but so is just the consistently good stuff. But some dungeons you'll get 10,000 gold a lap, and the lap will be 15 minutes long. Other dungeons you'll get 10,000 gold a lap, and it'll be 2 minutes long. So I went back through each dungeon individually and timed them so I had consistent speed setup and talents and all that. From there, we took a mean gold per minute and a median gold per minute. I ranked them by each. I added up those rankings, I gave it a little consistency weighting, and then got a new score. I sorted by that and gave it a new ranking. I like this because in the end, what farmers care about is density, and so having a per minute number gives us a feeling of density. And then combining like the median and the mean rankings, it gives you a feel of consistently good with like every once in a while you get a holy shit drop, but while somewhat separating it from the actual numbers, which can get a little clickbaity. But that said, holy shit, this dungeon's amazing. So for the dungeon itself, there's 3 entrances to it. There's a purple entrance, a green entrance, and an orange entrance. Ignore the green entrance because everything past the waterfall has crap density and you can't get back up from it. So just don't go down there. Just run from the purple all the way down to the orange and then reset the dungeon and then run back through the opposite way. And you'll get about 25,000 gold a lap, give or take. You've probably noticed in this run that I'm killing some things, but for the most part, I'm dragging everything through the dungeon. Generally, it's better to just get a big pack and just run through as fast as you can, unless you get stunned or slowed or the enemies are super slow. So all of the little green blobby guys, those guys just move at a snail's pace. And then the little tree ants that I kill at the beginning of the lap, those guys will actually evade on you if you outrange them. None of the other enemies seem to do that. But just the tree ants that are like by themselves patrolling around. So kill those, single target those as you go through. The rest you can just drag. On the gold for this dungeon, I'm sure it still feels like stupidly crazy, but for the first 2 dungeons that we talked about, Hellfire Ramparts and the Mechanar, there were 100 enemies that you killed in 3 minutes and got about 7,000 gold from them. So that's about 70 gold per enemy that you kill. Here, sure, you get 25,000 gold, but you're killing 250 enemies. So really, it's not that much better on a per enemy basis. It's so long, you're just killing lots and lots of dudes. I mean, it's a significantly higher gold per enemy killed, but it's not absurd. The reason why it's higher is because level 30 to 50 dungeons are where vanilla transmog started getting a little fancy. Like, if someone wanted to have Mog with bones and skulls and like flames and swinging hammers, like they're gonna go and kill a raid boss and get a tier set from their favorite relatively newer tier. But if you want a clean look with solid colors that matches lots and lots of other stuff, like some red hands for plate, then they have to either come here and farm this for hours and hours and hours and hours until they get it, or they just give you 10k and go on about their day. And so hopefully you guys get just a ludicrous amount of gold from this. It's transmog. It will take a while to sell. If you're new to transmog, watch my transmog doesn't sell video. I'll link that here. Okay, so final tips before we go. Do this on an herbalist if you can, because there's lots of ghost mushrooms scattered throughout, and people do still buy those for a lot of gold in order to make invisibility potions. Second, when you dreamwalk or Zen meditation out and back in, don't do it from outside the instance, or when you teleport back, it'll teleport you way out in front of the cave and it'll take like a minute and a half to get back in. Dreamwalk from inside the instance and you'll be teleported back inside the cave. But that's it. Thank you to Dennis Weimer, our newest $10 Patreon supporter. Thank you so much. I'm also setting up for you guys who are into channel memberships here, the new thing on YouTube. I just got my invite for that, so you guys can support me that way too if you want. Check that out if there's a link. I'm excited. It's like Patreon/Twitch subs, but all inside YouTube, so it's in one place, and that makes it just easier for everyone. And y'all get cool little badges. And I'm thinking about doing like an exclusive members only farm/stream. So let me know what y'all think about that. What kind of rewards would be exciting for you for being a member? But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all have a great day. Good luck. And happy gold making, guys.